So I've had the iPhoneX for about a day now, and I just wanted to give some quick thoughts on my first impressions with it. I'm not going to do a thorough review. There's probably plenty of better videos for that. The main thing I want to touch on is the Face ID, which has been extremely intuitive and awesome and interesting. I want to highlight some key points on that, and then just some of the overall usage of the iPhone. So Face ID, no surprise of what it does. It can unlock the phone with your face. You can see the unlock symbol on the top. But beyond that, what it does that's very interesting is it makes a really seamless experience for a lot of other things. So for one, Keychain, if I log into a website and I need to use my password, it'll automatically scan my face, unlock Face ID. I don't have to tap the button, the home button again. I don't have to press anything. It automatically unlocks it. Another very interesting thing, I'm going to send myself a message. So I just sent myself a text through the computer. So here on the screen, as you can see, it's locked and it shows up with the just you have a notification, but it just doesn't show you what the actual notification is, which is a setting you could do on your normal phone, but then you'd have to unlock your phone to read it. However, in this case, what I can do is just look at the screen and it automatically unlocks. And you can see your notifications and read them without having to go into the app in your phone. It automatically just unlocks without you having to unlock the screen. So that's really, really cool. And I found it to be very intuitive, and it makes the phone feel a lot more secure. It's recognized my face at much of angles. It recognizes my face with the hat. It recognizes my face better than this camera does to focus. There we go. I recognize my face with the hat. I put it in my car on the dashboard, and if you just tap the screen, it'll automatically turn on and it's recognized my face and unlocked. And I've tried it with other people and it has not recognized their face. So far the Face ID has worked really well, and just the other uses of it besides just unlocking your phone. Also Siri is another great seamless experience now, where if you want to load an app or something, even with my old phone, I have the Plus here, I would have to, even if I pressed and held the button, sometimes it would ask me to re-unlock the phone, which kind of seemed kind of silly because I just pressed the unlock button on the phone. With here, if I just ask Siri anything, hey Siri, open Todoist, it automatically recognizes my face and unlocks it. The biggest challenge for me is just I'm coming from the Plus, and so the form factor of the more narrow screen has taken some getting used to with the more narrow tapping. And then this is something I wanted to touch on basically some tips that I found in using the phone that I just wanted to share and post. So it doesn't have the home button, but what's pretty well known is that you just swipe up and that is your home button. What you can also do for multitasking, a long swipe with a hold, and you can switch apps. So they tell you that as soon as you set the phone up. What they didn't tell you, which I found in the tips, is if you're in an app, if you just swipe on the bottom, if you just swipe on the bottom, you can switch between apps very quickly that way. Up top in the corner is how you pull up the mission control or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna dim the screen a little bit. So that up here, you know, whatever, it's a little bit silly. But what you can do, the thing that made the that's on the regular iPhones at standard is the reachability, where you double tap and then it slides the screen down. That's not enabled by default here. So what you have to do is go into settings, and then if you just search for reachability, and I wish this screen dimming would stop brightening. Search for reachability. It's an accessibility, reachability, accessibility. I had turned it on already, but by default it is off, so you'd want to turn it on. And then what it does is it now enables you to just drag from the bottom. Oh yeah, that was another feature. If you are in the middle of your app screens, if you just kind of hit the home button, it'll take you back to your home screen like it normally does. But here, there, no. Reachability. So once it's enabled, if you swipe on the bottom edge of the screen, you swipe down, it brings the top into view. And what I just discovered, you can swipe down and then, not what I want to do, you can swipe down and then swipe from like the invisible corner up here, and then you'll get access to the mission control center, so you can one-handed pull it up. The lock button on the side now takes the place for like tactile things that you would normally have used the home button for. Face. So it locks, obviously. If you had any triple tap shortcuts set up, like the auto dim one, which I highly recommend, you can re-enable it here. The screenshot now, it's a side tap of the lock button and home button. And that's about it. Well, I hope you found this useful if you were on the fence wondering what the benefits are of the phone. I mean, the other benefit is that you can do portrait mode with FaceTime, front-facing camera. I've played around with it. Some of the more dramatic lighting effects are a little bit hit or miss. I've done some in pretty crappy lighting conditions, and it looks like it just did a cardboard cutout of the face for the dramatic studio lighting. So I haven't really played much with that. But that's the main thing, Face ID. I think it's a really big differentiator and very, very useful. If it's worth the big price difference, that's up to you. I mean, it's a totally different form factor using this phone. For apps that haven't updated, it just shows black bars on the top and you feel like you're using an old iPhone. And it's not that big a deal. I don't think so. And the notch, I have not found to be that big a deal. The usage of the little things to get the info screens out of the way is a good use of the notches. But you get used to it. All right, if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them in the comments below. And thanks for watching.